What the hell is going on with this in Unrivaled? Like, look, I'm excited for the league. I'm gonna go live for it. Like, there are a lot of good things with this league, and I'm honestly really looking forward to seeing it. Like, I think that Unrivaled is gonna be pretty good. I am very, very much pro Unrivaled. Like, a lot of people just don't. A lot of people are saying they obviously don't want the league to succeed without Kate and Clark. I don't care. The league's good. The league's good. Basketball's basketball. If you guys agree, subscribe. We're trying to hit 40 point. Well, this is we've more than hit our goal for today. We're trying to 41K by the end of the month. If we could hit 4 more subscribers today, that'd be great. But we got to talk about this. We have got to talk about this right now. And it is what happened today with Natisha Heidemann. So, they replaced Marina Mabrey in, what, 12 hours? Let's see when they announced Cameron Brink. Let's see how long it's been since they announced Cameron Brink. Obviously, they have all of this stuff. They announced Cameron Brink on... I can't even bookmark this. There. This should be on the 17th of December. 1 month ago, they announced Cameron Brink, who is not playing. Who is not playing basketball. So it took 1 month. They didn't replace Cameron Brink after a month. But yet, after a month, there's no replacing Cameron Brink, it took 12 hours to replace Marina Mabrey. Someone says still no Cameron Brink replacement. I can only assume the Lunar Owls chose not to add a 6th player, despite them having a choice. Why would they choose not to have a 6th player? Like, there are players there. First of all, Natisha Heidemann's there, obviously, because she was signed later. Natisha Heidemann's there. You've got Carly Samuelson is there. She's there. Meg Gustafson's there. Carly Samuelson is what? A 6-foot wing who shoots the ball and plays defense? Meg Gustafson is available. At the time, I don't know what the story is. I don't know if Emily Engsler is available. Emily Engsler might be available. But there are so many. Like, let me just look at... Heck, let's just go to the damn Indiana Fever. Well, to be fair, I think most of those are being, like... Most of them are being, like... Teams have them. But I'm trying to think what other players, like... Like, obviously, like Zakiya Stokes have gone away, but there's plenty of players that have been sent home. Nalissa Smith's available. Just take Nalissa Smith. Honestly. Like, rather than having 5, is it worth having? Like, that is the real question for the Lunar Owls. Because I think Natisha Heidemann is probably worth having. But is the, is Nalissa Smith worth it? Is it worth not having a 5th player? Or having Nalissa Smith? Or is she healthy? Because there's plenty of players that get sent home from overseas. And they're just around. And again, I don't know if Carly Samuelson wanted to. But surely they could have found somebody. Like, there's absolutely no way that they couldn't find anybody. There's no way. And we're now looking again at a team with 5 players. We're looking at the Lunar Owls with a player with a torn ACL who is not being replaced. And Natisha Heidemann signing a hardship contract. And if they're choosing not to have a 6th player, that should be known too. Just let it be a thing. Because, like, imagine being a fan of the Lunar Owls. And, like, I know, obviously, some people are going to be like, oh, like, who's going to be a fan of individual teams? Like, these teams are staying for a while. So, yeah, there are going to be people that are fans of the Lunar Owls. Like, that's not going to be a shock, and it shouldn't be a shock. But, like, if you're a fan of the Lunar Owls, is your team going to have, obviously, a Cameron Brink next year, but, like, are you happy with your team going out with 1 less player? When that is a big difference. Like, it does make a huge, huge difference if your team is missing a guy. Because, like, it matters. It doesn't even matter, like, how good they are, just bodies. Especially when it's going to be one of the most tiring brands of basketball ever. And let's not forget, the Lunar Owls also have perpetually injured Shakira Austin. How many games did Shakira Austin play last year? I would guess less than 10. I'm going to check Basketball Reference. I am guessing she played less than 10 games last year. Screw it, just WNBA. She played recent games. She played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. She played 12 games. She went 2-10. Dear Lord. To be fair, the Mystics did start off like 0-12 or something. But she played 12 games last year out of 40. And post-Olympic or pre-Olympic break obviously played, what, like 6 after Olympic break. And then obviously Shakira Austin is playing in Unrivaled. You've got an old Skylar Diggins. You've got Fee, who in fairness is Fee. And the quicker you have to play, the more you sprint, the more miles you have in your legs, the harder it's going to be to play. Like, this is not going to be an easy one to just roll over and play the next day. To play one of these games, you might be like, oh, they're shorter games. They're going to be it's going to be so hard to recover the next day, especially with less subs. And there's going to be some days where maybe you just don't feel like it. If you are, at least though, like, the only real big they have is Shakira Austin. Shakira Austin is feeling iffy. Suddenly you've got Fee and Alicia Gray might end up having to play a bit at the 2. Or sorry, a bit the 3. What do you call it? Do you call it the 5 or the 3? Or do you say they play a 1-3-5? Like point guard, wing, and center. Or it's just a 1-2-3. Either way, that's semantics. But it's just not. It just doesn't make sense. Like, it actually doesn't. And like, I don't hate the Natisha Heidemann one. But it's a good look for other players to get the opportunity. Why not get a relief player for Cameron Brink? Yeah. Like, and not only that, the weird thing is that it's not even about getting a relief player for Cameron Brink. Like, they literally have, they signed Cameron Brink knowing she is a torn ACL. So this isn't about, oh, you know, what can we do to get a relief player? Like, they literally signed her knowing she is a torn ACL. So you can't really say much about that one. But that is pretty much it, lads. This makes absolutely no sense. And I don't know what Unrivaled are doing. I don't know why Unrivaled are basically handicapping one of their teams. And surely they gave them the option, but I just don't know what is going on in this scenario, if we are being completely honest. But anyway, I'm still going to be live. It's still going to be an interesting one to watch, but still, I just think this is something that could have been done a little bit better. So anyway, yeah, that is the video, lads. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.